Hi, good morning. Day one of the fast. Thought I would say hello and just maybe talk a little bit about day one expectations and that kind of thing. So day one, not much to expect today other than probably a big headache that'll come sometime around, I'm gonna guess around 3 o'clock. Normally I will wake up and have 2 cups of coffee and savor every drop of it. And so the whole withdrawal from that, the caffeine and the sugar, if there's sugar in the coffee, which there usually is, that's going to be something that I will definitely, my body will recognize later, like never got, it didn't get its sugar caffeine fix, so that will result in a headache. I typically have a headache day one, and sometimes that headache can get pretty bad and even go into the overnight. Might even affect sleep tonight, which is not so horrible because day two I'm typically really tired from fasting and I will probably nap. So if things go the way they normally go, typically go, that's what to expect. So far today I've wanted coffee and told myself no and had water. I did have warm water. I'm still drinking warm water. It's only 11:45 in the morning here in Albuquerque. So I'm still kind of waking up. I did make sure I get out of bed like early enough to get outside and take care of spraying for bugs. We have a serious spider ant issue, and there's also those water bugs. Anyone who lives here knows what those are. They're like 3-inch long cockroaches. They're really, really gross. And we have them outside everywhere. Occasionally they get in. Spiders get in a lot. Sometimes ants get in, not too much. My landlady sprays, but I spray on top of what she does. So I bought chemicals to use this coming week and decided to do it this morning because sensitivity to smell will be really amplified by like day 3 or 4 of fasting, so I don't want to have to deal with it then. So I figured I would do it today. So I got up early, went out there, sprayed everything. Landlady recently sprung to have her help come and redo my whole backyard. Like they mowed it and weed whacked it and pruned the trees and pulled every weed, and it's like totally clean and nice back there. They even sprayed. But the spiders will be back. Like, every other bug, I think the spraying is effective with the ants mostly, but maybe with those creepy cockroaches. But anyway, it's bug central, especially where I live in the North Valley. Way more buggy than where I used to live in the Northeast Heights. So, we're near the river, that could be why. And there's a lot of trees, and there's more like vegetation around here, so I guess you pay the price for having like a little bit more of a rural feel to where you live in a city, still in the city limits. So I do like this area a lot. But anyway, so that's about it for day one. I can be happy knowing that I'm making my blood more balanced by taking the coffee away. Coffee makes your blood very acidic, and to keep a proper pH, it's good to take it away once in a while, or at least counter it with things that are more alkaline, so that there's like a balance going on and maintain pH balance in your blood. Fasting is a really good way to quickly maintain a good balance in the blood, and that's just one of those things. Like, knowledge can help you, like, you know, overcome something that's difficult. And it is very difficult to not have coffee in the morning, at least for me. I also dug out this book that I like. It is called The Miracle of Fasting by Paul Bragg. And there's this picture. Woo. And I love this book because Paul Bragg, ND, PhD. People call this book amateurish. I don't really agree. It's like, it's not a heavy read. It's not like a highly scientific read. But it's a good read for somebody who's never fasted before. It has a lot of little anecdotal stuff in it. he talks a lot about refeeding and about personal experiences, about water, about what type to drink, how much to drink, about intermittent fasting. Fasting is like part of your lifestyle, incorporating it into your world, kind of. I think it's a very good book, and it is what it is. And there are definitely more useful, scientific, technical type sources out there. Those are just as good in their own way. But this book is great if you've never read anything about fasting before. That's the book I suggest picking up and reading. So there's that. I'll probably read that today, just kind of like, you know, something to do, kind of commemorate the day one of fasting. I don't know, but I'll be drinking water when I'm thirsty and just probably laying down when my headache comes, and just kind of getting through this first day. So any questions, comments, leave them. I'm happy to address them. And thanks for following my diary of day 1, and I'll check in on day 2. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.